Hey, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, call hello, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, who deserve double honors. Salutations also go out to the fellow Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing this truth, all honesty and sincerity. All right, trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. All right, because again, we don't know for sure. We're out here doing what we were called to do. All right, and that's try to wake up our people. We are those watchmen, out there in the highways and byways trying to bid those that will, willing to repent. All we can do is plant that seed. Everything else is left up to the Lord. All right. So that's what we're doing here. Hey, time is short. In case you haven't noticed, uh, this thing going on with the banks, the weather. I mean, when I look at that weather, I'm just reminded of the things that happened. Ancient Egypt. Those plagues. Because these Edomites are catching it. Those curses. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, all right? But in this case, this is a video that she's using here. I like her site. She's Nanya Sim. And I'd lost track of this. I saw it, I'm just going to say a couple of months ago, the way time's going, at least that. You simps out there, for some reason, you think a so-called black man is on, the so-called black woman, feels the same way about you that you feel about her. Nothing could be further from the truth. In this video here, this Jake just broke down crying because maybe he was one of those Jakes that just thought the so-called black woman had his back. And what you're going to hear here is a bunch of women, the majority of which, my ear, were so-called black women, with at least a couple of white women in there. I ain't going to say no more. I'm going to let you listen to this shit. But dude just started crying, man. This was, how you wish you were a fly on the wall sometimes? And then, like this Jake here, you like, damn, I wish I hadn't never heard that. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and play the video. Did you hear that? White woman chimed in. She brought out this statistic that every 18 minutes, a so-called black man is killed by the police. And one of your sisters said, well, maybe we can get it down to 15. See, dude tearing up. That's fucked up, man. But see, this is something more of these simps need to hear. You know? That's some fucked up shit. Mm-hmm. Straight up evil. Salakia, another commercial. Oh, yeah, evil. Again, the curses. This was prophesied that this was happening because of what? Our disobedience. You have to understand that. All right, this just doesn't happen in a vacuum. It's called cause and effect. All right, another means by which you can tell who's who. All right, in the scriptures. All right, these are the curses. Blessings for obedience. This is Moses telling the Israelites, not everybody on the earth. And it shall come to pass if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High Yahweh, thy power, not everybody else's, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Most High Yahweh, thy power, will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings, all right, shall come on thee and overtake thee if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Most High Yahweh, thy power. Everybody on, not everybody, but you'll be surprised the number of people that understand that we are a cursed people. What are they talking about? I'm reading it to you. So those people walking around here in all black, those stupid hats, you know, the Abraham Lincolns, and they wear those little stupid miniature dunce caps, what I call them, you know, those aren't the people. All right. It's called stolen identity. All right. They know that they gave up. When you read Genesis 25th chapter, all right, starting at around 19, read the whole thing, but my point that I'm trying to make starts at 19, where Jacob's brother Esau sold his birthright. That's what we're dealing with. That's the cause of the hatred. It's not because you're black. There's no such thing as a black person on this earth. There never has been, there never will be, and there's never been somebody that's white. You know, that's something they put on themselves to differentiate between us and them. It's really a fucking insult when you understand what black means. But here are people, you know, like Jeremiah 4:22, you know, where our people are sottish. They're stupid. All right. This is why, one of the reasons why you people are so opposed to us when we come out here and we tell you these things, because it's alien to your ears because you've been fed so much bullshit, especially in these churches. They were set up to keep you that dumb and stupid. And it has succeeded. And here comes the cognitive dissonance when we come around. All right. And through the Spirit, we're telling you, yes, you are these people. You are the Israelites. But you want to believe that you're a Baptist. You want to believe that you're a Muslim. Hey, you even want to believe you're a Wakandan. And you got to understand, the guy that invented that fucking character was a so-called Jew. He knew exactly what he's doing, because initially when the Black Panther came out, that nation was located in Western Africa. And then all of a sudden, it was moved to East Africa. I wonder why. When you understand the history of how when we were driven out of Jerusalem between 70 and 73 AD, and the bulk of us, now we did scatter all over, but the bulk of us went into Western Africa, where you had settlements like Fort Judah, Fort Levi, and who were those people? They were not Hamites. We have never been Hamites, so-called Africans. Never were. Just a little slight history lesson there, because our people are fucked up. Now, it says curses for disobedience. Starting in 15, he says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Most High Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So from verse 16 to 68, culminating in our slavery, which we are still in to this day, that's verse 68. But I'm going to take you to 54. And it says, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. You want to know about all this black on black so-called violence? And toward a curse. And toward the remnant, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. This is a curse. All right. 55, so that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall leave, because he hath nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. Now here's the woman. 56, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness. These, at least back in those days, were women. These things now, these are not women, because of this social experiment this devil has been running. All right, even before feminism, the black woman was fucked up, but especially since then. So we're looking at, just like as a round, nice fat round number, you're looking at the last 60 years, how people really became fucked up. All right, and with that, she jumped on the bandwagon with the so-called white woman. That was the white woman's problem she had with her white man. But what did the black women do? Oh, I need to be free. I need to be independent. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And you see it, it's so prevalent between the mother and the son. In often cases, if the dad happens, remember we read verse 54, the curses. So it says the father would not be in the house for various reasons. So the son really catches hell. You know, you look just like your damn daddy. How often have we heard that? That's a curse. It's telling you who you are. And you listen to all this bullshit from these niggers in the prison talking about you're Islam and all that. Why are you going to be a cheap copy, which Islam is? And here it is. You're the greatest people on earth. And you don't want to hear it. But you want everybody. You just got to get away. I'm thinking of Jeremiah 2nd chapter. Jeremiah 9th chapter, verses 2 and 3. You just get away from these niggers. All right. Let's go back and finish out the video. Oh, another thing. Real quick, since I brought this up. You know, Micah 7 and 10. You know, I'll bring that out later. But I want to go to Jeremiah 6 and 2 again. Let's see. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. Stepped out on the Most High. We were under contract, which is a covenant. All right. So, what do you think was going to happen? Huh? There's consequences for that. Remember, Yahweh Shai is the bridegroom. All right. So let's go to Proverbs 6. So what do you think is going to happen as a result of that? For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. How much more the Most High and His Son? Didn't the Most High in Exodus say He's a jealous God? Thou shalt have no other God before thee. So what do you think is going to happen? This is why we're getting our asses constantly handed to us by someone or a people, I should say, that the Most High hates. And He tells you that throughout the whole Bible, that He hates the nation of Edom, who are the so-called white man. See, these churches are not telling you this because they have an agenda. It's to keep you docile. It's to keep you ignorant, especially our people. Psalms 83rd chapter. All right. This is, and by the definition of Psalms 83, that is a conspiracy. For those of you who want to throw that around, it's a conspiracy theory. Yes, it has been a conspiracy theory. It has been a conspiracy, not a theory. All right. Someone brought it up the other day about, and I have to get that video next. In this country, they talking about this bitch that died recently, Caroline Bryant. I think her last name now is Donham. Well, I mean, she's dead now, but the one that's, lied on Emmett Till and got him killed. She just died a few days ago. So this bitch, and they brought up a good point about this country has always sanctioned the shit that has happened to us. All right. All these other people, they put it in your face. What was it, year before last? When they gave Moab, so-called Chinese, what was it, anti-hate bill they signed? Here we are, we've been over here for all this time, and they never wanted to give us, starting in, I believe it was 1917, when it was first proposed about an anti-lynching bill, and it was never signed. And they gave these motherfuckers preeminence, rather. See, they tell you, they put it in your face each and every day that they hate you. And I just told you why. Read Genesis 25th chapter. This is And you might as well go ahead and Genesis 27, chapter 2. This is the reason why you're hated. This is biblical. This is spiritual warfare between who will turn out to be the righteous and who are the actual wicked on the earth. This is why this is, stupid motherfucker. They hate us because we're black. No, you're black because you're ignorant and stupid. Yeah, that fits you. All right, let's go back to finish this out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The curses. See? And she's getting a little, uh, hip to what's going on, and it disturbs her, and rightfully so, because, a lot of, I'd be willing to bet, I don't know for sure, because, a lot of these immigrants, and I'm talking about of our nation, I don't give a damn about the others, but even they have seen what's been going on. They're not going to say anything to us because to them, that's why they are our enemy. And hey, it's like Jake, earlier, he just, started crying and shit. That's fucked up, man. That is some fucked up shit. All right. But like I said, maybe he was one of those simps, super simps, and this is what he needed to hear, to jolt him out of that simp mindset, But yeah, this is something, man, I wish I could, well, never mind. But in any case, it is what it is. This place is getting ready to implode, all right, for several different reasons. Chief among them being this is a wicked ass fucking place, all right, but it's, a lot that goes into that. But in any case, hey, this is why, hey, gotta get it. I talked about it, but I didn't get it, so I'm gonna get it now. This is, all right, something you super simps need to hear. All right. This is back straight to the point, 7 and 10. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Hey, because let's face it, our women, all the brothers that have been in the truth and their, women have, in some cases straight up dogged them, mocked them for what they're doing. And this is what it's saying. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Most High Yahweh thy power? In a mocking tone, mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. And this is what's going to happen. There's not going to be any, that little hedge that you had, because this so-called white man made sure that, if anything happened to you, that so-called black man, be thrown under the jail. Or you might have gotten your wish when the police came and they were unalived. But see, there's consequences for that. All right. And it's going to be your turn. You're not going to have that hedge anymore. All right. And judgment. Oh, boy. Judgment is going to get your ass. All right. Yeah. See, you didn't think that was going to... Yeah. Okay. It's your turn. Hey, so with that... yeah, this is a fucked up video, man. But I meant to do this at least a couple of months ago. I forget how long it's been since I initially came across this. God, man. I'll just put this link, the link to this in the description box. All right. So with that, until next video, hey, shalom.